I have found myself cheating on the themes, you guys. Cheating on the themes.
What?
So taking, I
Shaunta
know.
Grimes is cheating?
I
What?
know. Hey, Ninja Riders. This is Shaunta Grimes. Thanks for coming back to our channel. I am here today with my friend and Ninja Riders team member, Meg Stewart. Hi, Meg.
Hey, everybody.
We are going to talk to you today about the Ninja Riders theme of the month of February 2021 and the book of the month that is related to the theme. So our theme is productivity. And so every month we have a theme. This is our 2021 goal anyway. So we have a theme, and then using the theme, we come up with a book to read for the month, and then also a goal and a habit. So the book of February 2021 is Atomic Habits by James Clear. And the goal is to develop one habit that supports a major goal. Then the habit would be to do that one thing for 10 minutes every day. 10 minutes is kind of like a magic number for Ninja Riders, right, Meg?
Yeah.
We talk about it a lot.
Right?
Yeah.
10 minutes. Anybody can do something for 10 minutes, y'all. Supposedly. Yeah. I'm still struggling to write 10 minutes a day on my fiction. That's the theory. I mean, I write all day long, but 10 minutes a day on my fiction.
Yes. So it's like a Ninja Riders thing to have a goal of writing 10 minutes a day on the same project, your work in progress, usually fiction, although it doesn't have to be if you're not a fiction writer, but your work in progress. Editing doesn't count unless you're in edits and you don't have a brand new, like a first draft that you're writing. 10 minutes forward progress, only new words count, and it's just 10 minutes. You get full credit if you do your 10 minutes, period. Like, I swear, buy yourself a cake, whatever it takes to celebrate. We have a tool we call Fred, which is a folder for reaching the end of your draft. It's just a calendar. You put a sticker on it every day so you're going for a streak of writing at least 10 minutes a day. I have had a streak for at least 15 years of writing 10 minutes every single day. And it is literally like magic, literally. And but it's hard to wrap your brain around, right? Because your brain tells you, okay, fine, Shaunta says I have to write for 10 minutes, but first I know that I'm going to
my brain does that every time you say it. Every time you say right,
Meg's brain says, fine, I'm going to do it because
how much can I get done in 10 minutes?
But first, I have to clear my whole schedule so that I can get lost in my writing if I, because that's what I like to do. So
once I'm in the zone, I don't want to come back out.
Yes. But then your goal then is not to write for 10 minutes. Your goal is in that scenario to get in the zone or to clear your schedule so you can write for a long time. The goal literally is to write for 10 minutes. So just sit down, write for 10 minutes and spend the rest of the day clearing your schedule so you can get in the zone later or whatever. But for 10 minutes, just write for 10 minutes, no matter what's going on. Even if you're like balancing your, notebook on your steering wheel while your kid's at soccer practice, which I've done many, many times or whatever. 10 minutes. And it's okay if it sucks. It's okay if the writing's not good. It's okay if you don't want to do it and you hate every minute of it. And you're like, I hate this story. It sucks. I don't want to see these characters ever again. Still do your 10 minutes and then move on to something else. You can write something totally different for the rest of the day, as long as you do your 10 minutes a day on that project, because no matter what, at some point, if you continue to write forward, you will finish. And that's the goal. And that is an atomic habit. That's a nice little segue back into what is an atomic habit, which is our book of the month. James Clear wrote a book called Atomic Habits, which is about atom-sized habits, right? The habits that are the atoms of your bigger goals.
We will link to the book in the show notes.
We will link to the book in the show notes. There are also some really cool resources that James Clear has come up with. Another video that I am releasing, I don't know if it's going to come out before or after this one, but keep an eye out for it, or we will link to it when it is available. James Clear has the Clear Habits notebook through Baron Fig, and I bought a copy, and so I made a little video flip through of it and how I'm using it. So we'll that video will be available to you. You're listening to Atomic Habits as an audiobook, right?
I got the audible version of it, yeah, and I'm not very far into it, but the whole first section is really about his story, which was pretty traumatic, actually. He was hit in the face with a baseball bat, and was in a coma and had to learn how to do things all over again, and so his personal story is pretty traumatic, and but very interesting too.
I have read the book before. I really loved it. I read it when it first came out. I want to say in 2018. I'm excited to read it again this month. We're recording this on the 8th of February, and I have not read it again yet this month, but I will. I'm not going to just, I have found myself cheating on the themes, you guys. Cheating on the themes.
What?
So
Shaunta Grimes is cheating?
I know. What? Because I picked a book I've read before. Which
How are you cheating?
Everyone should read, but I'm going to reread it because it's cheating for me to just say, well, I've already read it, so I don't have to read it again. And I also was like, I wrote a blog post, which we'll link to in the show notes, about the theme. And I was like, my goal is to write for 10 minutes every day, or my habit. And I was like, oh, that's cheating, because it's been, like I said, it's been my habit for 15 years. I don't actually need to make that my February habit.
Didn't we decide that your habit has to be 10 minutes of just doing nothing?
10 minutes of nothing at all.
Have you done 10 minutes of nothing since then?
I have. Every day in February, I have done at least 10 minutes every morning of doing nothing. I was going to do it outside on my front porch. And then it was like 14 degrees outside. And I was like, oh yeah. Nope. So it would have been so easy for me to say, well, never mind, then I'm just going to start working. But no, I did mine just indoors, 10 minutes of nothing, because my goal that leads to is finding some better balance between, or I don't know if I like the word balance, but a delineation between when I'm working and when I'm not working, because it, especially since COVID,
I'm a workaholic.
It's true. And I love my work, but it's starting to feel like all I do is work because I'm at home most of the time. Although you guys can see in the background, we'll have to do a video walkthrough, but I am in my new office, which I'm very excited for. I have a beautiful river view. And so I'm still not outside because, you guys, it is cold in Pennsylvania. Cold in Pennsylvania. And I am not going outside if I don't have to.
And it's going to get colder.
I am a desert girl and a big baby about being cold. I have been doing 10 minutes a day of doing nothing in the mornings before I start work. Just 10 minutes of not, because I have a habit. We all have habits. Like everything we do practically, I've been thinking about this last week, is habit based, and I have a habit of waking up. I take some medicine in the morning. So I take my medicine and then I sit back down and I open my computer and I start, and I'm checking my emails or I'm writing a blog post or whatever, like literally within 15 minutes of waking up. And it's just a habit, And so instead I've like, okay, for 15 minutes, I'm just going to relax before I start, or 10 minutes. I'm just going to relax and do nothing before I start my day, so that like this is not working and this is working. Right. Exhibit A, exhibit B, because I need that delineation.
I was doing that. I was checking my cell phone before I got out of bed in the mornings, to see, like look at messages and, look at Facebook and all this stuff. And I finally just stopped. Like, I don't look at my phone now until after I get up. I go to the bathroom, do whatever I'm going to do. Then I go get my phone and check messages and stuff. Cause it's just like my kids are here, unless my kids are not home and I'm waiting for a message from them, there's nothing that's that earth shattering, that I have to check my messages before I get out of bed in the morning. Like, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, it is. So what is your goal and habit for February?
Mine is writing 10 minutes a day on my fiction.
The same story.
The same story. That's a tough one. The same story is a tough one. Yeah.
That's an important part of the equation.
That's an important
the
part
10
of the
minutes
equation,
are stacking or behaving like atoms and growing into something bigger, smaller parts of a
10
bigger
minutes a
thing.
day on the same story is a tough one. But yeah, my February has started off kind of rocky. So I have to start from tomorrow on.
Well, it is 4:40 p.m. as we record this.
Yeah.
So I think
I have to teach at 6. Is it 4:40 or 5:40? Oh, it's 4:40.
It's 4:40.
So if we finish this up, I can do 10 minutes before I go to my class tonight. I have to teach at 6, and then I'm in the blogging call at 8, and then it'll be 10 o'clock, and then I'm tired. And so I want to start doing it first thing in the morning. Like, I want to, before I check email, before I look at Ninja Writer stuff, before I do anything, I want to.
But today you can do it.
Yes, but today I will have to do it before I go to my class.
So we would love for you to put your goal, like a big goal. So Meg's big goal would be to write a novel. My big goal would be to delineate between working and not working. And the 10-minute habit, the small atomic habit that you are going to do for the rest of February, in the comments. If you are not following Ninja Writers on YouTube, you should do that right now. Click the subscribe button.
Subscribe. As my 12-year-old would say, smash the subscribe button.
We need to we need to record her saying that to fit in.
Yeah, she would do it. So write 10 minutes a day with me, you guys. Put your name in the comments. I want to know who else is writing 10 minutes a day with me.
I'm just going to say, when you write it down, then it has to happen, because that's just how it goes.
It does go that way.
Commit.
It's an accountability thing.
Yes.
One of the things that James Clear says is the 1%. So if you do 1% better each day for a year, you will be 37% better. I don't know how we got to the 37%, guys. I'm not a math person. But if you do 1% better each day for a year, you'll be 37% better than if you didn't do it at all. So,
well, if you write for 10 minutes a day, and you can write one page in 10 minutes, one double-spaced page, 250 words.
I actually write. Yeah.
Well, guess what you will have in a year? You'll have 365 words or pages, 365 pages that become a novel if they've all the same. You don't this is where on the same project comes in, because 365 I keep saying words, 365 pages on 10 different projects, not quite as impressive.
Right, that's true.
Unless they're short.
One of the things I wanted to point out in this video that he talked about was the difference. He said goals are the thing. So if anybody's having trouble deciding between the two, but goals are the thing that you want to achieve. The system is how you do it. The habit is what you're going to do. I thought that was pretty cool.
That is. So the goal is to write a novel. The system is to write words every day. And then the habit is to write for 10 minutes a day.
Right.
I think the system is to put your butt in your chair and open your document.
I think, well, we'll see how it goes. 10 minutes a day.
10 minutes a day. What are you guys going to do for 10 minutes a day? Put it in the comments. All right, everyone, have a fantastic rest of your week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody.